So Elon decided to talk about Hasan on Twitter, and Hasan reacted. The Assassin's Creed Shadows account got involved. A massive ratio happened, and people started celebrating all of this. So Hasan said he's going to have Elon's transgender child on. If you don't know, Elon has one of how many ever kids he has. He has one of his kids, one of his sons thinks that he is a chick. I think this is how this works. And is basically like hates Elon and all of this stuff. So essentially, Elon has a son who is mentally challenged. Okay. Hasan has decided to bring that mentally challenged son onto a stream so they can talk bad about Elon Musk. Here is a few clips of that right here.
That's not happening, people. It's a marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it would take to colonize Mars? Do you know how long it would take to terraform that thing? It's a fucking marketing scheme that everyone somehow falls for. This is my native language, I promise. That everyone somehow fell for, despite being like debunked by a Google search. Like, are you serious?
No, I do think that we are progressively getting dumber and dumber as a society. Is one of the things that
you think, Hasan? You think? Considering this, what we're reacting to right now, I think you're proving your own case correct, sir. Absolutely, 100%.
I yell about quite a bit, but this was, I mean, you're nailing a lot of the reasons why I was always initially annoyed with Elon Musk from the jump, because of all of this stuff where it was like, this is not happening. Like, I remember having these conversations with like the donut media guys who were like car guys, right? And I was like, on paper, I'm supposed to love this person because like this is supposed to be like a green energy focused person who, but he's not. Exactly. I'm saying like on paper, he's supposed to be like leading the charge on renewable energy and electric vehicles and
Hasan, he is. He is. What are we talking about here?
And yet, you know, he's such a fucking douchebag.
10 years? 10 years that facade worked? God.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, so but all of these lies though, it still seems to work because I mean, this is the first time I've ever experienced like I've expected, and people who understand the market a lot better than me have thought that like, oh, well, you know, we should short Tesla. It's inevitably going to
look up E ratio and then look at Tesla stock compared to other car companies.
Yeah, no, exactly, because it's not a car company, it's a tech company, right? It's just like a silly
it's not a car company, it's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. I feel like, now again, I don't watch Hasan. I see clips from Hasan here and there. It feels to me like Hasan realizes how bad this entire situation looks on him as soon as the conversation starts rolling. It feels like Hasan realizes I am talking to an absolutely retarded person right now. And he's just trying to, I guess, spin it to his advantage. But there's more here. I mean, there's more. So like right here, this is another clip from it, and we're going to listen to this nonsense. Here we go.
Count. Also, wait, hold on. Excluding tweeting.
I don't fucking know.
Because that's not a fucking...
Most of the time I saw him working was when because the school was in SpaceX, so he would drive to SpaceX and then also have us in the car. Most of the time I saw him working was he was just yelling at employees in the car while we all watched horrified.
Wow. A driven boss that yells at his employees. Oh my gosh, the horror. However, like this is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing to make Elon sound bad. that he yells at his employees. Again, I've talked about this many times. I know that social media and weak-minded young children these days don't seem to think that being a driven individual is a good thing. Every great man over the history of time has always been a demanding figure that doesn't put up with any bullshit. Go back to Walt Disney. I've talked about this. Many people think that Walt Disney was just this really nice guy who liked to draw cartoon characters. Walt Disney was a fucking maniac when it comes to holding the people that work for him and his artists accountable, and he was never happy. The people that worked for him said he was never happy. He was never happy. Michael Jordan yelled. His teammates hated him. They couldn't stand him. He was driven to be the best. Kobe Bryant hated. The people around him couldn't stand him. He was driven to be the best. Now, in terms of the Elon yelling at people, I don't really see that. I don't see that mentality from Elon Musk. Again, it goes back to the Donald Trump thing. Donald Trump is so famous. I'm not saying Donald Trump doesn't yell. What I'm saying is that we have never seen Donald Trump lose control. We have never seen it. He's been in the public eye for what? 3 decades, 4 decades, whatever it's been. We have never seen Donald Trump lose control, ever. We've never seen Elon Musk lose control in any setting. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm saying it doesn't seem like that's consistent with anything we've seen from one of the most famous people on the planet. If he does, it doesn't matter. Yelling at people is fine. I yell at people. Don't give a fuck. If you can't handle being yelled at, then you probably don't need to work for me. Go work for some fucking person with pronouns in their fucking bio. I yell when I'm mad. Tough titty. Bottom line. And people that work for me can yell back at me if they're mad at me. It's all about the setting. You can yell at me. We can argue. We can hash it out in the right setting. I'm not going to go off on somebody in the wrong setting, but don't ever go off on me either. But if we're in private, if we're in the setting and you want to call me every name in the book, then let's go. But don't fucking do it in the wrong setting. That's it.
Like this really screaming.
I've heard this from people that have unfortunately worked with him. That he's a horrible boss.
No, he's such a prick. Yelling at people is gauche. I don't need to yell at people to be correct. I just am.
Yeah. What about the gaming stuff? That's
okay.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called mental illness. Let's look at this one more time. Okay?
It was gauche. I don't need to yell at people to be correct. I just am.
Yeah. What about the gaming stuff? That's
okay. Are we gonna get into it? Are we gonna get into it?
Because initially this whole thing started because he came after me. He was saying I was fraudulent for doing a sponsor for a Ubisoft game.
I can expose something that I think is really fucking funny, which is the fact that I suspect when I was 12, he was bronze in Overwatch, and me and my twin weren't. And he would try to constantly get us to play ranked with him. And I'm 90% sure it was just because we could carry him. And I was a 12-year-old Hanzo main who was barely in silver. He was a bronze Torbjorn main. He was fucking dog shit.
So can we point out the fact that we're supposed to be believing a person that is clearly a male but claims that they are a female, but we're supposed to believe everything this person says, even though they've already shown that they will lie about obvious things?
Shit. Awful. God awful. So no, I don't believe the fucking... I am a pro Path of Exile, whatever the fuck. No, the fuck you are not. This is so cringe. Why would you even pretend to be it's fine not to be a gamer.
I know.
Right?
Where does that come from? I mean, my suspicion is that it's just narcissism and he really wants to be liked.
I don't think, okay, people always think he wants to be Tony Stark. No. He wants to be the, what's the name of the CEO from Ready Player One? He literally wants to be that.
So anyway, this is the lowest, like this is the fact that Hasan decided to bring on Elon Musk's mentally ill kid as a let me talk shit about Elon moment. It really is bad. I mean, again, I'm really not somebody who cares what other people do online. I think that if you do shit online, you can watch it or you can choose not to watch it. But I feel like the internet is decentralized and you're welcome to do whatever you want. Bringing on someone's mentally ill child because you had a Twitter fight with them, regardless as to who they are, is such a low level. It really is. And it's absolutely disgusting in every way. But that's people on the left for you, man. That's what they're willing to do. And this all goes back to this anti-Elon Musk narrative. And it's next level right now. And it's not going to slow down anytime soon. They have essentially replaced their hatred for Trump and they've moved it to Elon. And it's crazy. All of the protesting we're seeing, and I'm going to cover some of that here in just a minute. But yeah, man,